Alright, what's going on, guys? Daniel here from Ohio Badlands. Definitely not Will. Dylan and I are out over at one of his pieces of property he's allowed to hunt on. And we're going to be doing some shed hunting and walking around in the woods. And then after we get this piece of property done, we'll move on to my uncle's and search a few spots and check my cameras to see what bucks have shedded. And yeah, stay tuned. Alright, so that's our first rub. We were just following this trail down in this thicket, and it gets pretty thick down in there. As you can see, it's just thick all around. There's a trail that goes down through my right, and this is where we think they bed. So we're gonna get down in here and hopefully we can come across a shed. Alright, so I think I got to an area where I think they bed. It's all matted down, so we're gonna search this slowly and try to see if we can find an antler. So we just found a very interesting thing and we don't know what it is, so we might have to ask you in the comment section. But what's your thought on it?
It's got canine teeth.
Look at those teeth.
Left up and bottom. But boars have them coming from the top, I think. Or no, from the bottom. I can't remember.
I don't know, what is that though? That's crazy. We just found this actually right on the edge of this creek, or whatever you want to call this, but that's funky. I mean, here's some more of its bones. Huh. Haven't found a shed yet, but that's pretty cool. I've never found a skull or anything like that. So it's a very interesting find of the day so far. Alright, so we just found more bones, hair from their shedding. Looks like they're shedding their tails, unless that's from the animal that we found dead. But we're in a really good area right now, searching this edge of the creek, so hopefully we can come across an antler. There's really nice trails throughout here, so stay tuned. Hopefully we can find an antler. Alright, so I actually just found this rub here on that huge tree. I mean, that's not a small tree. That's a pretty good rub for a tree like that. I mean, he's got some nice bucks down here. He got a shot off on a buck and a little right before dark, and it was just a little tough to see. He wasn't able to find the deer, but I can insert a picture, and we're gonna check the trail camera today. We haven't checked it since like maybe a little before the December it's been out since. So we're gonna look at the SD card, see if that deer survived. So we'll probably show you some of the images. Stay tuned. Alright, Dylan, what are we doing now?
I'm gonna head over to your uncle's now and check that one trail cam you put out over by that one bait pile along the creek. Well, sort of.
So the buck he shot didn't end up showing back, but another one of his decent bucks showed up. Just a young, what would you say, 8-pointer? Young, yeah, an 8-pointer showed back up, and a bunch of does. So we had no luck. I mean, we found some bones. We found a cool beaver skull. We could polish it up, make it look cool, use it as a decoration. I mean, we didn't come out empty-handed. We found some bones, found a nice skull. So now we're gonna head over to my uncle's, check the 2 cameras, and possibly look in the field now that there's no snow in it, and another spot. And after that, I don't know what we're gonna do after that, but we'll probably find something to do. Alright, so we made it over to my uncle's, and we're gonna check a few cameras and walk this one side a little bit and maybe walk over to the field. But other than that, might be just call it a day from there. I mean, just a nice day to be outside, right, Dylan?
Oh, it's a great day.
and Will's not very sneaky. We called him asking if he wanted to meet us here. He said, no, I have to help my mom. And then calls us again asking where all of his fishing stuff is, and we can hear him playing around with his boat and trying to set up that thing because he just bought a new one. So actually look forward to that because we're gonna make some cool fishing videos in that and duck hunting. So yeah. All right, so we're gonna check this camera real quick. See how many pictures we got. Most this off season we got 78. So we're gonna check this real quick, see what we got. All right, so the only cool thing we had on there was a fox in daytime. So that's actually pretty cool. But other than that, nothing really that special on that. So I got one more camera I can check. And then after that, we'll just walk around slowly and look for some sheds. So hopefully we can find one. If we don't find one, it happens. Just happy to be out here and be able to enjoy nature and just walk around with a friend and have fun. All right, so the next trail camera I need to check is up on this field edge where up by the front by this abandoned like barn thingy, they bed up here, and I'm wondering if any bucks bed up there or it's just does. So I put a camera up so we can see if just does or even maybe some bucks bed up there. So, and then after that we're gonna look for some sheds. We're probably gonna head to the field where I found the first one this year and look around on that back side over by my food plot harder. So yeah, hopefully we don't come out empty-handed from here. The last location at least we found what we think is a hog's head or something like that. I don't know. Definitely not a beaver, so stay tuned. That field line, that field's right over there, my trail camera's over there. We're in this really thick part of this area where that nice rub is right there. We're gonna try to get in here as far as we can and maybe come across the shed. All right, that right there is probably a rub from last year or even maybe 2 years ago. We're up by a bedding area up by the road where I've seen one of my target bucks named Terry before. So after this, Will's meeting us here and we're gonna go search that field where I found that first shed for the first time with no snow in it. So yeah, look at this. All right, so as of right now, we're down on this creek bottom where the deer crossed over to someone else's property, and we're just searching the bottom end of this creek, little majigger, and I don't know if we're gonna find anything. I'm seeing a lot of sign rubs, but haven't struck gold yet, so stay tuned. All right, so I just made it up to the field. What? Huh? I just made it up to the field where I found my first shed of the year. We're gonna look through this and see if we can find one.
Yeah. No, you only have right.
All right, so I was over there. I saw a white in this really thick area, and like I said, we haven't been in here since there's been snow. So I looked up, I saw tines, and I found that laying right there. Gonna take some pictures of it. I didn't know how I saw it, but it was chilling right in there. Don't touch it. Don't touch it. Get your hands off it. So that's number one. So that means we're going to Dairy Queen. How long ago did I say that?
5 minutes ago.
5 minutes ago?
Oh, it's 30 seconds ago.
Hopefully, maybe we can find the match to this deer somewhere in here. We walked past this area so many times.
Well, first of all, it was covered in snow.
True.
Last time.
All right, so there it is. I'm gonna take some pictures of it real quick of the way it looks and where I saw it, and we'll pick it up after that. Alright, so we're gonna pick it up. Get out of the brush.
It's tall.
Yeah, it's tall. You wanna film me? Look through the eye thing.
It's recording.
I can't believe I saw this. I don't know how I saw this. Still recording. Alright, so.
I can't tell if it's in focus or not, to be honest.
Whatever. So this is the one we found. It's a pretty nice shed. I think this could have been shedded earlier this year. I don't know. It's got moss growing on it, so probably not. But yeah, it's a pretty nice shed. Let's see if we can find more. Alright guys, so we didn't get skunked today. I hope you enjoyed this video. I'll give you another look at the antler that we found right there. Me and Dylan collectively found it. So I hope you enjoyed today's shed hunting video. Look, stay tuned for the next one. Peace. It didn't get me.